Definitely goes out.
So at about 8:30 this morning, the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office received a call from a resident on Elk River Court reporting that he was observing an active burglary in progress from a neighbor's home. The witness said that he saw suspects unloading objects out of the residence, and so he called that in, gave us a description of the vehicle. We picked up that vehicle going through the Cutton area. We continue to pursue the vehicle through Harrison Avenue, Myrtle, Hubbard, Harris, kind of around that area, and continued that pursuit. At that time, E.P.D was called to assist as the pursuit was in their jurisdictional area, and so they began to go to that location to help us out there. While we were pursuing, the suspect got in a traffic collision on Harrison and Harris. We are still investigating that, and the CHP is going to take over that investigation. The vehicle did continue. It actually crossed into some opposing traffic lanes. We terminated the pursuit but continued to follow the vehicle. And then the Eureka Police Department was able to get their eyes on the vehicle and began their investigation as well.
So after receiving the request for assistance from the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office, we began to strategically place units in and around the city with spike strips in an attempt to assist with stopping the pursuit. Once the pursuit was terminated and those units were trailing at a safe distance, we continued to get updates. One of our units was parked at the intersection of F and Carson as the suspect vehicle began coming north on F Street. He positively identified it as being the suspect vehicle, which was a blue SUV pulling a large white cargo trailer. At that point, he just deployed his spike strip successfully on both the vehicle and, we believe, the trailer. The vehicle continued northbound F Street. We never did pursue the vehicle. We just continued to follow the vehicle at several blocks distance. As we came around the intersection of Wabash and F, we recognized that there had been a traffic collision at the intersection of 14th and F. The intersection was being controlled partially by CHP when we got here and some citizens. We went ahead and secured the scene and then contacted both suspects, a male and female, that were in the blue SUV. After being extricated from the vehicle, they were detained without further incident. Neither one of those suffered any injuries. There was a female who was involved in the traffic collision and hit by the suspect vehicle. She suffered minor to moderate injuries and was transported by city ambulance to St. Joseph Hospital for treatment. She was conscious and alert when she left. It appeared to be more of a muscular or bone injury to her arm. So.
One injury then, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The lady there in handcuffs, what part did she play in this?
She's in handcuffs. So she was in the suspect vehicle. Yes.
You know,
only two suspects, Brian?
Yes, there are only two suspects located in the vehicle. As far as the pursuit goes, we don't know who all may have been involved in the burglary, though.
Was it a male and female, or?
Yes.
Okay, and do we know who the driver was?
I do not have any identities on either suspect right now.
How many parked vehicles or ancillary vehicles, Brian, have been involved at this time? Do you have a number?
I know the one directly behind me has suffered some damage, but I don't know the exact number of the ones at this intersection that have suffered damage.
The driver of this truck put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy today, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
When the crash happened at 14th and F, was there any type of pursuit at all before the crash?
No. At that point, pursuit hasn't been going on for probably more than a half mile. We were at least 3 to 4 blocks behind it. Like I said, when it crashed, the nearest units from our agency was at Wabash and F, and CHP was coming north, just trying to get in the vicinity. Witnessed the actual collision at 14th and F, but was not in pursuit.
And do we know yet if were they at a high speed when this crash happened?
I honestly couldn't estimate. They were probably driving in excess of the speed limit, but they weren't driving at...
Sam, about that original burglary, was there anything here in the street stolen, or did they break into a residence or structure of some sort?
We believe that they were a part of a residential burglary, unloading unknown items. We still are investigating to find out what all has been stolen. We do know that the trailer they're pulling has been reported stolen, not necessarily from that burglary. It could be from other places. We're trying to determine that.
So when the accident happened, the chase had already been terminated, or was it continuing at that point?
The chase was terminated. Units were following at a distance, a safe distance, and only because we deployed the spike strips, we were waiting for the vehicle to become disabled, so at that point we could set up a perimeter and apprehend the suspects.
And the vehicle did run over the spike strips at one point?
Yes.
Where were they? I'm sorry, Brian. Where were the spike strips located?
The spike strips were deployed at the intersection of Carson and F.
And did the suspects sustain any injuries?
No.
They got them all.
Only one arrest at this point?
There are 2 being detained currently.
No one arrested yet, though.
I guess you could say at least one's in custody for the pursuit because there was a driver.
You got a name on him?
I do not.
We'll release those names later on today.
Brian, estimate how many actual units, everybody from every agency involved in this. You've got 4 agencies
Well, I
just
mean,
here.
yeah, there were several units from the SO.